Braves have some work to do. They trail the Cincinnati Reds 6-2, but got a neon tomahawk chop and the headdress is out. And the Braves faithful have seen this team come back from all odds. Can they come back against Johnny Ruffin, who's trying to nail it down for Jose Rijo? Rijo would stand to win for the 14th time this year. Coming up with the Braves here in the night, 7-8-9, which is nowhere near the original 7-8-9 in the lineup. David Berryhill winning the game late. He's hitting 7th. The pitcher bats 8, so we'll have a pinch hitter, and Chipper Jones is in the on-deck circle. And then Ramon Caraballo, the second baseman, is due to hit 3rd. So not exactly Gant McGriffin justice coming up at this point, but you never know. Damon Berryhill at a 3-run home run game, won the World Series last October against Toronto. Braves won that game 3-1. Ruffin starts him off with a ball. There's a strike. Now Peter Rijo certainly pitched very well tonight and shows why when he's on, can be very dominant.
Well, he certainly is one of the 3 or 4 best pitchers in the league. I mean, I think if he could pitch on a staff where there wouldn't be quite as much weight on him, it'd be very important. It's been a fine night for the Braves because they don't expect to win a lot with their 5th starter. They were able to get Maddox rest. They got their 4 starters right in line for that last tough road trip, which they make, in which they go to Montreal and Philadelphia. Keep those 4 starters in gear the rest of the way. It could be that those 4 starters pitch all the rest of their games.
And if they lose, they don't lose any ground.
In those 2 towns, they're 3-3 in the 6 games they've played there this year.
Hit pretty well to left field. A long run for Howard. And it's off the base of the wall. Berryhill in the second base, so hold the phone. The Braves have their leadoff man on in the night. Damon Berryhill with a double. Now, can the Braves magic strike again this evening against Johnny Ruffin? Baseball tonight, coming up immediately after the game. Chris Myers hosting from the studio. More from Peter Gammons here in Atlanta.
If they get back into this ball game tonight, it's going to be with the 1994 Braves. Chipper Jones is going to hit. Brian Klesko is on deck.
You're talking about people who just walk on a field and look like players. Chipper Jones is one of those guys who has such presence.
So the pinch runner Pacoda, Bill Veal Pacoda, running for Berryhill. Chipper Jones, what, player of the year at the AAA? So the all-star team in Richmond.
It was a tremendous year, double and AAA, both in the Eastern and International leagues. But he's a shortstop with range, power, but he's such a great athlete. They already have Bowser. He can play anywhere. He might play some 2nd, 3rd, center field next year.
He'll sit down there. Nasty pitch by Ruffin, and there's 1 out.
And it's breaking ball down and in to Chipper Jones. He swings over the top of it. Now we're going to see another of the great Braves farm hands. Ryan Klesko is going to pinch hit.
They had him playing left field in Richmond when he went back, which he said went pretty well. He's going to be structurally to work on it, but there's only one problem. It's Fred McGriff over at first base, and Mr. Gant, is he too bad in left field either?
No. Klesko, 22 home runs, 74 RBIs this year in Richmond. By the way, Chipper Jones at 325 in Richmond. So you can see what kind of years they had down on the farm. Now it's 2-0. Lois Dixon on deck. Dakota, the pinch runner at second base. 6-2 Cincinnati. Ripped by Klesko. Back. Gone!
His whole hands is kind of...
Well, if the 93 Braves aren't enough, here come the 94 Braves. Klesko's second home run of the year, and it's a 6-4 game. You gotta be kidding me.
There's talent through and through in this organization, and that was a Fred McGriff-like home run. That was a two-backer.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter.
What a bullet. Take a look at this swing. You don't think that's a power hitter swing? Deep up into the seats in right on a line.
Ryan Klesko draws the Braves to within a pair. And now the top of the order is up. Nixon and Blauser. And a change on the hill for Cincinnati. Jeff Reardon aboard.
Ryan Klesko pinch hitting in the bottom of the ninth inning with his putt down by 4. Take a look at this swing and watch the reaction. Tosses the bat away. Reggie Jackson never did it any better than that. Ryan Klesko.
Yeah, but he hit Joe Oliver with a bat.
Well, I'll make a note of that. That's not a game winner. It's just a home run to get you back to within 2.
Well, the 22-year-old Klesko hit the homer off 22-year-old Johnny Ruffin. And now we have a veteran on the hill, Jeff Reardon. The original Terminator. The all-time save leader until Lee Smith passed him. And he's quickly ahead of Otis Nixon, 0-2. Reardon, 365 saves in his career, has 8 this year, and taking over the role really lately for Rob Dibble. He's struggling, Rob Dibble.
Well, Reardon's gone to throwing a lot of knuckleballs. He says in some games he's thrown as many as 80%.
There's one.
Yeah, might as well do it with nobody on base.
He says he's struggling right now to find that mix between the knuckler, slider. He still has that sort of sidearm rising fastball.
There's a knuckleball glove. It's a trimmed down version of the big oversized pillow that Joe Oliver uses now.
Hit by Nixon to right center field, and this one is going to roll in the wall. It's off the wall. Nixon around second. He'll hold. He might have had a shot at third, but why bother in this situation?
Nothing to be gained by gambling and going to third base. They need 2 runs, not 1.
All those Atlanta Braves.
Otis Nixon tripled in the 3rd inning and rifles one over the head of the right fielder, Reggie Sanders, all the way to the wall and right. He has third base on his mind right here, but looks over to Jimmy Williams and sees the stop sign.
Jose Rio, if you're driving outside the ballpark, you might want to drive back again.
Well,
Or else keep going.
Peter, you said it was the 6-1 game, and Dibble gave up 4. He drove back to the park, and he asked the guard in the parking lot, "What's the final score?" And it had better begin with 6. It did 6-5. Jeff Blauser, the potential tying run at the plate. He drove in a run with a 2-out single back in the 3rd. Fouls it off. Rob Dibble throwing in the bullpen. Crowd alive. There's Double Dibble. A little pool cue shot that's foul, wide of first base coach Pat O.K. Corrales. Bobby Cox has pulled some proverbial rabbits out of the hat this year. Is this just another one of them? Ripped to center field, the base hit. Nixon to 3rd, and the tying runs are aboard, and the potential winning run comes to the plate in the person of Ron Gant, who hit a grand slam here last night. Holy smokes!
Davey Johnson Boston looks shell-shocked. Who are these guys?
Reardon didn't work. We'll try Dibble. Heat against heat in a moment. We'd like to welcome those of you that have watched the Red Sox and the Orioles. Good game up in Boston, and we have one here. The Braves down 6-2 in the ninth inning. It's scored twice. They have runners on the corner. They have knocked out two relievers. Rob Dibble is on to face Ron Gant. There's Dibble's ERA ballooned to 5.67. He has just 19 saves, more walks than innings pitched. But they bring Dibble in because the next two batters, fastball hitters Gant and McGriff, combined lifetime 3 for 21 with 11 strikeouts against Dibble. So heat versus heat. Last night, early on in the game against Cincinnati, with the bases full, Gant drills a no-doubt grand slam. He had 4 RBIs, obviously, here last night. 6 RBIs for the Padres on Saturday. 12 in his last 3 games. Gant is 1 for 4 tonight. Singled back in the third. We told you McGriff and Gant combined struggle. There's Gant's numbers against Rob Dibble. But that's against the Rob Dibble from 90, 91, and 92. Not necessarily the Dibble from 93. Ripped to left. This is going to go to the corner. It's over the fence. It's gone. It's gone. The Braves win. They win it. I don't believe it. If there was ever any doubt which direction the Atlanta Braves are headed in here in August and September and October, Ron Gant just answered the question. A 5-run night, 3-run homer by Gant, and the Braves have beat the Reds 7-6. They lead the Giants by 3.5. Oh my goodness!
Nobody's been hotter than Ron Gant. He's sitting on a breaking ball from Dibble. He gets the breaking ball down out over the plate. You can see he was out in front, but he gets enough of it to hit it off the top of the wall, and it goes out of the ballpark for a 3-run homer. A grand slam last night, and Ronnie Gant wins it tonight as the Braves score 5 times in the 9th inning. This team is on a roll.
Yeah, roll out the barrel. A 2-run homer by Klesko, a 3-run homer from Gant. Oh, by the way, he's now the leader in RBIs in the National League with 107. Now 15 in his last 4 games, but the biggest number of them all for Atlanta. They picked up yet another game on the Giants. If this is just a prelude for what's to come next month for the Braves, bring it on. We have had some ball games in this yard, have we not? Baseball tonight is next. They're going to have to go something tough this. For Peter Gammons and Buck Martinez, I'm Chris Berman.